So yeah, let's get a REPL going. So let's click a new REPL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and let's name it like click it boxes or something like that. So today we're going to be creating a little game, like the beginnings of a game. So the idea is we're going to create a box on the screen, and every time you create that box, it's going to create more boxes. And eventually, we can get to the point where we can make this a sort of reaction game. So like you can click a box and maybe it'll change a color, and then you click it again as fast as you can. So as soon as it changes color, you click it as fast as you can, and it gives you the time, something like that. But today we're going to be like doing the beginnings of that. So here we go. So we have this beginning. So we have our HTML stuff. We have our 3 files here. And so let's just start by creating a box. So how do we do that? So in the body, you can create a div. Div is just division. You guys may have probably encountered it by now. So we'll just close this up. Now we have our div tag. And so that we can reference it, let's give it an ID. What's up, Jason? All right, let's just call it box for now. Cool. So let's run this. Okay, nothing's there. Yeah, because we haven't given it a height, width, or color. So let's do that. So let's go to our styles over here, and let's select the ID, which is box, and let's give it a height, maybe 200 pixels, a width, also 200 pixels, and a background color. What color should we make it?
Blue, light blue, light blue.
Light blue. All right, light blue it is. All right, so now if let's open this in a new tab. Cool, we have a box. Everyone there?
Awesome.
Sweet. Cool, so now we have a box. So let's do something with the box, right? So how about every time we click on this box, something happens. So in order to do that, we have to first get the box, right? So the way we get the box is we get element by ID. The get element by ID basically selects our box, and our ID is box as we have here. Cool. So now this gets the element. Now we have to register our on-click listener. Now what's that? On-click listener is just like the thing that listens for a click. So let's add an event listener, and let's add a click listener. And when we click, we have to run some sort of function. So let's call our function on div click. And now let's make that function. Function on div click. Cool. So we've made this function, and let's make it do something. So for now, let's make it console log something. Click. Awesome. So let's run this. Let's go to the other tab. Let's reload. And then let's open up the console. Cool. So you'll notice if we click in the white space, nothing happens. But as soon as we click in the div, we get clicked. Cool. So we just registered an on-click listener. So now let's do something with that. How about we create another div? So how do we do that? So let's make a new div. So let's just call it div2. And the way we do that is we create an element. you see this document.create element, and we're creating a div. So any questions so far?
Where does this create element div go? Like what happens to it after you create it?
That's a great question. Yeah. So when we create this element, it gets stored in this variable because we set it equal to it, right? So now this variable has this element in it. And right now it's nowhere, but we want it to be on our page. So eventually we have to attach it to our page. Cool. What's up, Oliver?
Yo, what's up? So Meg just texted me to come through, so
Sweet.
my bad. I'm just gonna listen.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, so we made a box so far, and we have registered an on-click listener and have made it so that when you click it, it creates a click, just an update. Sweet. So now we have created this element, and let's do something with this div too, right? So we can make this div 2 have some sort of style. So let's give it the same height and width. And let's also give it a background color. What color should we make this one?
Red.
Red. All right, sweet. Red it is. So now, what's going to happen? Let's see, on click. Nothing's happening. Why is that?
You need to connect it to the document?
Yes, exactly. Sweet. So yeah, so now let's try to append it to the document. Append just means add, right? So now we're going to take the body, so document.body, and we're going to append it, append child. A child is just, a child element is just something that is inside. So we're basically putting something inside the body. So let us append div2, which is our element. Cool. So now let's go to our other tab, reload, and let's see what happens. Cool. Every time we click this, we create new divs. So what if we wanted to make it so that every time we click these new divs, something also showed up, right? How do we do that? So what we can do is we can actually register an event, a on-click event listener for these new boxes as well. So let's do that here. So div2.onClick is equal to onDivClick. So what does this line do? It actually does the same thing as this. It basically adds the event listener on click, and it sets it to this function. Is everyone at this spot so far? Just holler if you aren't.
I don't understand. Like, why is it .onClick instead of .add event listener click on div click? Why is this like a different syntax altogether now?
Yeah, sure. So that's a great question. It actually does the same exact thing, and there's just two ways of writing. This way is just a lot more. It's just a lot shorter and maybe easier to understand. So what's happening here is we're setting this function to happen when this div is clicked.
So if you replace the top instead of add event listener, you just did on click equals on div click. It would do the same thing.
Exactly. So actually, in fact, let's do that.
Wait, can you do that with every event listener type thing?
I'm not totally sure actually. I know it definitely works for on click,
Okay.
but that's definitely something to look into. So yeah, let's do what Samay suggested, and let's do the same syntax for our original one. And you'll notice when we go to our new tab and we reload, it still works. And guess what? Our new div also creates more divs. And so on. So cool. So now what?
I have a quick thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm having a problem, so maybe I'll ask at the end so I don't ruin the momentum of your video. But I was originally getting an error, and this actually happened in Samay's thing too, but I needed to put the document.getElementById box, that very top part, I needed to put it in the function in order
Okay.
for it to actually process that was an okay thing. So I don't know if anybody watching this is having a problem like that where it says that it doesn't understand. Try that. But
Sweet.
it's still not working for me, so that might not be the real solution.
You wanna share your screen real quick?
Sure. Share screen, there's a button. Oh, host has disabled attendee screen sharing.
Oh,
But
whoops.
that's
All right.
okay.
Now try it.
Ah, look at that. Let's do desktop one, share. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. So originally, when I had this outside of here, I would run it and it would have this type error down here. Oh, what's this? But it had this,
Mhm.
and that was similar to what was happening when I tried to do Samay's thing. So I don't know if I just have a weird setting on. I haven't done anything with the settings here, but when I do that, it goes away, but it doesn't understand.
It says dov2.
Was that? Oh, did I spell things wrong?
Dov2.onClick.
See,
I just noticed that when I looked
thank
at it.
you. Thank you.
You go to line 10.
Line 10. Excellent. Wow.
So yeah, so what's happening here is that your line 3 is telling the box that you should add this event listener. But see, the thing is that you're adding the event listener such that the function is on div click. So if you put that inside on div click, then it'll never add the event listener.
Oh, okay.
So what you could try instead is putting the var div2, try putting that inside on div click.
var div2 inside. So this. Oh, I think that was in there. I just took it out by accident.
Okay, so it is not happy about that.
It says in like line 10.
Okay.
So maybe it doesn't like this.
Um,
Not like that.
that is okay. Can you go to your index.html?
Index. Oh yeah, sorry. There's.
Okay, yeah. So, oh wait.
Oh.
Okay, so one small thing that is kind of annoying is that your script source script.js that has to be below box.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Because
why.
so the script it knows everything before it. So because we're trying to access the box, it just can't find the box because it's not there.
To me, I think that's what I did wrong in your thing. Okay, let's try this.
Oh, now I get why that worked. Moving it in. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Look at that. Thanks so much.
Yeah, for sure.
So it only knows what happens before it?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you for that. All right, I'll
Definitely.
stop sharing my screen. Where's the Zoom?
Wait, is that just because like it's basically like not declared yet, so it doesn't know that it exists?
That's kind of how I rationalize it. I don't know exactly how it works beneath the hood, but yeah.
All right, cool.
That's really handy to know because that's not how I was thinking of it.
Yeah, cool. So now that we have this running, cool. So now how about what if we wanted the boxes to disappear each time? So like, you know how it just keeps appending to the bottom? What if we want it to just stay here? So how would we do that? So what we can do is we can actually use a variable here. So this E variable. So what happens here is that when you set this event listener, this element here gets quote unquote implicitly passed into E. So all that means is that this element is now named E.target in our function. So here, let's see what this is, right? So let's try console.logging E.target. And let's run this. So now when we click this, you notice that first it prints out HTML div element. So that means that E.target is this div box. So what we can do is we can actually do E.target.remove. And that removes our div. So let's try this out. Let's open this in a new tab. So now I click it, it gets removed, and it gets replaced. And we can see it that it's getting clicked every time because of this. And check it out. Every time that we click it, it console logs that element. E.target is this whole div. Did that make sense to everyone?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So in the tutorial, it's kind of going ahead, but like I think in the tutorial, should we use like dot? I remember it used like wait,
Parent node and
yeah,
child
yeah.
node.
Should we use
Yeah.
dot remove or should we use the parent node and child node stuff?
So yeah, so I noticed in the tutorial, which is now refactored, we did something like this, right? We did dot parent node and then dot child dot remove child.
Yeah.
So the parent of something is just the tag that it is enclosed within. So similarly to how the body, we appended a child. So that means we appended something that goes inside the body. The parent node is something that is above it in the hierarchy. So in this case, it would be the body. And then we remove a child, which in our case would be E.target. But if you think about it, it's pretty roundabout, right? We first go to the parent just to come back to the child, which doesn't make much sense. So rather, we can just remove this directly, which is what we've done.
Would the parent thing be useful if you had like several items like close to each other or something? Like going up to the parent, then going to the child?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like it could be useful in that case.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So now let's just say we wanted to make it change color every time you click it. or something like that. Then what we can do is we can actually have a variable. Let's just call it index, and let's start at 0. And let's have it so that every time we click, it increments our index. Index plus 1. Cool. So now every time we click it, this index will get incremented. And now let's try to make it so that our background color is set based on how many times we've clicked. So let's make it an if statement. So let's do, for example, index mod 3 equals 0. So what does that mean? That means that the remainder when divided by 0, the remainder when divided by 3 is equal to 0. And let's make the background color, if its remainder is 0, let's make it red. And then else if the remainder is 1, so let's just say it was, if index is 4 or 7 or 13, then we'll make the background color something else. What color do you guys want?
Green.
Green it is. And then else, in all the other cases, because there's only 3 options for a remainder of 3, when divided by 3, we can set it to another color. Let's just say blue for now. Cool. Did that make sense so far?
Don't forget the semicolon after green.
Nice. Thank you. So now let's try this out. So let's open this in a new tab. And boom. Every time we click, it changes color.
That's hype.
Is everyone at the spot so far? Is anything not working right now?
Mine's not working.
Okay, cool.
I just hope that maybe if somebody's watching this, they'll have the same problem as me and this will be helpful.
Yes.
Can
for
I share
sure.
my screen?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay. I hope, share. All right. Okay. We're back. Sorry, guys. So I just did the colors and I think that's where it went wrong.
That looks great, actually.
Thanks.
I
tried my darndest.
So
I think
index is not defined.
I think she just needs to initialize it on the top.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
What I do.
So outside of your function, you need to have this variable index. Because
okay.
the idea is that this variable is going to keep counting regardless of anything. So
okay.
When the program starts, we want it to be 0.
It works now. Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Yeah, sweet. You might just want to initialize it to 0, just so there's no undefined behavior.
Smart.
Yeah.
Let's get value
Look
going.
at that.
Let's go.
Let's go,
That's very fun.
Sophia.
All
That's
right.
hype.
Thanks, guys.
Let's
I
go.
need to stop sharing.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, at this point, you actually have the starting to actually create this game. So you can use the timing feature of JavaScript. So it would be like, you can get the time and the date, and you can actually subtract to get how much time in between every click. So let's just, you guys want to try this on your own?
Yes.
All right, sweet.
I've just been watching you, but yeah. Oh wait, can I try controlling your screen, Varun?
Ooh,
So I don't have to like redo all the code and stuff.
yes, sir.
Oh, that's hype. Oh yeah, you have to do some stuff with Apple. I wish Discord had this.
Yeah, this is kind of sick.
It's not really safe, but whatever.
So I just give this to Zoom. Oh. All right,
Oh
give
my,
it a shot. Give it a
oh
shot.
my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. Oh,
I-
yeah.
I am Varun. Okay, so what did you say to do?
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
You said to
Try
What-
getting the time between clicks.
the time between clicks. Okay. So what is this? Var d equals new date. Okay, let me think. I'm actually not too sure how you do this. Would you make like another function, I guess?
You could.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm kind of confused on how to do that actually.
So what do you have right now?
You have a function that registers when it clicks.
And what else do you have in terms of time?
Oh, you know, you can. You know when it's clicked, I guess.
Do you?
Or you can make it so that you know when it's clicked.
How?
You can do. You just do Whoa. Oops. Sorry.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. And just so that you can see that, you might just want to console log it. You can get rid of the other console logs if it's distracting. Oh, you might want to go to the new tab sometimes. Okay, sweet.
Oh.
Try it again.
It's the
So
same.
why does it keep doing the same thing?
I do not know. Let me think. d.getTime.
So the time is registered when you create a date.
Man, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Yeah. So in line 4, you created a new date, right? And that happens at the very beginning of the program. But that's the only time you like take note of the date. So the time remains the same every time you click.
Oh. All right. That's weird. So this basically gets the time of like when your browser's loaded?
That gets the time. Yes, exactly.
Oh, what?
So what you can try is now making it register every time you click. So rather than creating the variable way up there. Is that the variable that changes the time?
What? Oops. How do I paste this?
Control.
Okay, so you're saying that
Where's the date created?
the date's created here.
So that's when the time is registered.
Oh, so I gotta make that. Cut this. Oops. I don't know what that just did. So I gotta like initialize it here then?
Exactly.
No, that does not. Okay. That's
Can you
kind of
not
weird.
Control V?
No, I can't.
Oh, that's annoying.
I think it's because Mac has command or whatever, and I'm on Windows.
Oh, got you.
So like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Dang, I did not know that. That's so weird. Okay. So basically this registers once you load the browser?
No,
Okay.
not anymore. So here, I'll just take control for a sec. So
Yep.
this on div click happens every time you click the div, right? So now every click, you're creating a new date time, a date. And
Okay.
this date has an attribute, say pretend it's d.time, right? And that's what get time returns.
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
So now we're creating the new date every single time.
Okay.
So now how would you find the time between clicks?
Let me think. I don't know why it's just taking me so long to get.
It's hard to think about.
You would. Wait, can you just set a variable before and after you click it and then just subtract them? I don't know if that works or not though, because it doesn't register. I don't know, man. Between clicks.
How about just the time between the first click and the second click? That's it.
I mean, you can like add them to like an array or something, and then subtract the two elements. That's kind of jank though. I don't know how I would do it like dynamically. I don't know why.
So, what if we did something like, actually, this is a little more complicated than I thought. So like, so we could have a variable for first click. Let's say that's 0, and then a variable for second click. Let's call it first click time and second click time.
Okay.
So since we already have this index variable, we can just use that in order to figure out which one's the first and which one's the second. You want to try that out?
Okay. So. Okay. So then you would just do, I lost control, but.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's fine. So you would just insert
You're back.
the date object. You would make 2 1, so you'd make date 1 or D1 and D2, and then you could just subtract those two.
Cool.
Right.
So yeah. So
okay, I see. That makes sense.
now we can create after we create a new date, we can say if index is equal to 0, we can set first click time to,
Well, we want to do could we just put it inside the previous if statement or no?
so we could actually, except, so this happens every third time. This also happens every third time.
Hmm.
So how could we do that then?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So let's just say we wanted it so that we get the time in between the first 2 clicks, and on the third click, it shows our time.
Oh, okay. Well, wouldn't you just do the same thing? You just move the D1 and D2 objects inside the if statements, and then just for the third one, if it's a third click, then just subtract, just like console.log the difference.
Sweet. So yeah, let's do exactly that. So what's it, time now? Okay. So now let's set first click time to time now here. And then we'll do the exact same thing for the second one, just like Oliver said. And then we'll call this second click time. And then now we can have a var difference is equal to second click time minus first click time, just like Oliver said. And now let's console log the difference. So let's try that out. So first one, second one, and nothing happened. Okay, so something's wrong. Let's see.
Wait, what is that big number that's being outputted?
I think it's the number of seconds since 2000. Yeah, it's kind of whack.
Okay. Oh yeah, why isn't it being subtracted? That's weird.
So let's just get rid of this console log so we know what's actually happening. And so we only have one console log. So yeah, so let's run this again. So clicked. Okay, so on the second click.
Oh, I think you're using, is it because you're using
Oh,
D again?
okay. So,
No, actually
okay.
not.
So we start at 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this happens the third time.
Oh.
So what we can do is just flip this around. So this becomes 1, this becomes 2.
Oh, that's confusing. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
cool. So let's try that. Boom.
Hey.
So let's do really fast. And let's do kind of slow. Sweet.
Nice.
So that's a fair amount of code. Did that all make sense?
Wait, can you make it, can you index after all that stuff's done and just keep it as a 0th for the first one? I feel like that makes more sense.
Oh, just make this -1, you mean?
No, like, you know how you do index equals index plus 1? You just like, you just move that to the bottom.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that a lot.
Or like, I don't know where you'd move it, but like, I don't know, later. And then just change those back. So I feel like that might be a little bit more intuitive.
Yeah, sounds good. I like that. Boom.
Yeah, because then the 0th index starts first, right? So yeah.
Sweet. Cool. So maybe just to extend this a little, we can actually make the time show up. So we can see our reaction time. So let's do that. So let's see how we do this. So let's create a new child, right? So remember how we did this? We can do the exact same thing. So var, let's just call it time, or what do you want to call it? Reaction time equal to document.create element. And let's make a p tag. P is just short for paragraph, which is like text pretty much. Now let's make the inner HTML of it. Make that equal to our time, which is div. And then now let's add a child to our document. So document.body.append child, and let's add reaction time. Oops, reaction time. There we go. So I'm not sure if this will work. Let's see. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Did that all make sense?
Where did you like append the child? Like, where did you append it to, I guess?
So I appended it to the body.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Didn't see that. Smooth.
Sweet. Cool. So if you guys want, you can make this a lot cleaner with some styles and stuff. But if anyone is stuck right now, we can help you out.
I'm not stuck right now, surprisingly. Good job.
Let's go.
Sorry, I am. stuck.
Okay. Cool. You want to share your screen?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. So you're getting a colon somewhere. Where do you have a colon? So in line 17, you have a colon. Okay. So date is not defined. Where do you have date? See how it says script.js 49? The
It may
first,
have to,
yeah, sorry. The first number is the line, and the nine is the character number. Yeah, Sophia, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it might have to be capitalized, but
Yeah, I think you're right. Cool. So now time is an attribute of the date. So you have to do d.getTime to get the t. And you don't need the new. The reason for that is the d is already created, so you're not creating anything new. Try opening it in a new tab. Sometimes REPL is a little funky. Okay, so nothing is showing up. Maybe reload. Okay, so there's nothing showing up for sure. So let's go back and see what's up.
Oh yeah, sorry. Nothing was ever showing up.
Oh, okay, that's a problem.
Yeah,
Okay,
slight issue.
let's go back.
Probably something in here. There you go.
Do you have any styles, by the way?
Yes.
So you accidentally misspelled height.
Oh, darn it.
There we go.
Nice.
So let's go back to the other tab, reload, and see if things work. Okay, so nothing's happening on click, I'm assuming?
Yeah, nothing's happening.
Okay, so let's see.
I think you might need to put the increment after, like we did.
Oh, can you go? Let's see.
Because it's basically like skipping it, right?
So if you go down a little, can I just see? Okay. Oh, okay. So background color, the C has to be capitalized.
Naturally.
Fortunate.
That's tough. You hate to see that.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so that was not it. Let's go back. Can you go back? Let's see. If anyone sees anything, definitely.
Is index like initialized above function? I can't see. Oh, it is.
Can you scroll down again?
Wait, is it something with the fact that he's doing div2.onClick within the function again? Or no?
Actually, all of us have that.
Okay, I don't know.
Document.body, pin child.
Who knows?
So, how about you console log div2 right before you append it, and see if there's actually some sort of div2.
Okay. Right here.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I assume you're clicking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so div2 does not exist. Do you want to try it in the new tab? And open up the console, yeah. Okay, and try clicking on it or something. Okay, so yeah, so that doesn't exist for some reason. So let's go back. To the code, I mean. Okay, so let's check out your index.html maybe. So you have div ID box. Yes, this looks good. Okay, so let's check out your styles again. Okay. Okay, then go back to your scripts. Hmm. Hmm. So this is kind of wacky. Let's see. Document.body.
Wait, Jared, can you go to the top?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just looking.
Oh, wow, this is really annoying. Okay, so your dot on click has to be lowercase.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I can't believe I forgot to do that.
Nice
Day
catch.
one.
Oliver.
You hate to see that.
Yeah. Check it out in the new
Oh.
tab.
I feel like my thing disappeared now. I don't know. Oh, there you go.
All right. Hype.
That's huge.
Nice. Well done.
I can go to sleep now.
Hype.
Thank you up all night. Nice. Thank you guys.
Of course.
Dang.
Cool. Yeah. Anyone have any questions? I know we're a little over time, so feel free to.
Wait, why do you put the div2.onClick inside the thing, inside the function? I missed that part.
Oh yeah, for sure. So if you don't do that, then the new. Okay, yeah. Let's actually try taking this out.
Isn't it like calling it itself or something? Like that's kind of weird.
So let's try taking that out, right? So now when I click it, we get a new box. But now when I click this box, this new box, nothing happens
Oh.
because we haven't registered an event listener for the new box.
Oh. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
It's for the new box. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Well done. Thank you very much, Varun. I appreciate it, man.
Of course.
I learned a lot.
I'm glad.
Very
Always love to hear
to-do
that.
list, but this was really good.
Yeah. A lot of these concepts are used in the to-do list tutorial, so you guys should be able to breeze through it now.
Hey.
And it's the to-do list tutorial is now refactored, so it should be a little clearer what to do.
Did you guys remove the delete child thing or whatever?
Yeah.
I noticed that was gone when I went on it, just 20 minutes ago.
Because it didn't make much sense, you know, like first you go to the parent, then the child to just do the same thing, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, I'm actually going to